Alright, and welcome. I will be explaining the newest mechanic added to Ninja Must Die, which they are calling Arcana. And of course, liking and subscribing will be nice and make me more motivated to actually make videos. Brain city number go up, meaning happy, meaning motivation. To start things off, Arcana is only available starting at Shadow 3. You need to get to Shadow 3 before you can even see and or use Arcana. People who are under Shadow 3, you might not even know what the heck I'm talking about. Arcana uses something called runes to provide a main elemental damage boost and a special set bonus skill. These runes also have minor boosts that will be explained later. To get the runes, you have to do a challenging new permanent game mode called 4 Symbols Exploration. This mode is a boss rush of sorts that requires a very high attack stat. It is basically a DPS check to obtain these new runes. Okay, so this is where Arcana is, basically the bottom middle of the screen. This is the main thing I will be explaining with how to get these runes. Arcana runes have 4 elements. These 4 elements refer to the 4 elements seen everywhere else in the game, with fire, water, wind, and lightning. Only 2 of each element rune is available every week, which cycles every other week. This means fire and water on week 1, wind and lightning on week 2. This cycle repeats over and over, swapping between those 2 weeks. This matters because to get rune set bonuses, you often need more than the currently available element runes for the current week. For example, Electric Shock requires a wind rune and a fire rune of the Electric Shock set. You see right here, where's that Electric Shock? See this? When taking no damage in a boss fight, stuff, that's the actual effect, but it requires wind and fire, as it says positio, because they forgot the N. But yes, right there, wind and fire. This requires you to get an electric shock from 1 week of wind and lightning and 1 week of water and fire. Set effects that require more than 2 runes will require all the element runes for that effect to trigger. For example, Arrow Rain requires wind, lightning, and water runes. This means you need all 3 of those to trigger Arrow Rain, which leaves your fire rune slot doing almost nothing. Divine Blessing set effect requires a Divine Blessing rune from all 4 elements. This effect doesn't work with only 2 or 3 runes from the Divine Blessing set. Now that is explained, I'm going to explain which are the best runes. When you're starting off, things like Fireball, Electric Shock, and Dart Attraction are okay. They are runes you can get from the easiest mode of 4 Symbols Exploration. Since these runes only require 2 runes to activate their set effect bonuses, they are paired well with a second set effect bonus. Fireball is paired with Healing, Electric Shock is paired with Paper Doll, and Dart Attraction is paired with Constant Advance. This is actually quite a large downside, even though it sounds good on paper. The additional effects that runes have only affect their set effect. If you have a healing rune that provides a plus 50 attack bonus on trigger, this additional effect will not be additionally given when a fireball set effect is triggered. This leads to the runes that require more slots to have their set effect available. These runes such as Arrow Rain are significantly better than the previous runes. These runes can have more additional set effect bonuses added to their set effect, making it so they are more valuable. These set effects also do more damage than the previous runes. This leads me to the best rune in the game currently, which is Divine Blessing. This set effect requires all 4 slots and does a significant amount of damage. The downside of this set effect is that it is difficult to obtain from the Predicament 4 Symbols Exploration. This level of exploration requires very high attack stats, and you'll have to get at least 1 Divine Blessing rune from each element. This is a lot harder than it might sound. So what are these additional set effect bonuses I was mentioning? These bonuses range from additional uses of the equipped set effect of a rune to awful small amounts of healing. A ton are very good except for the ones that heal you. Standout bonus effects are the ones such as Set Activation +1 and Upon First Relay Activate Set Effect. These provide additional uses of your set effect, which can lead to more damage and more ninjutsu charge, which can be quite powerful. Managing runes is a bit of a mess. I would highly recommend locking 1 of each rune from each element at all times. This prevents you from accidentally dismantling a rune that you do not mean to. To dismantle your runes for use in enhancing other runes, you press the dismantle button in the top right. This lets you dismantle runes into rune fragments to easily enhance other runes. To enhance runes, you select the rune you want to enhance and press Enhance. Here you can directly use other runes or rune fragments to enhance your selected rune. I recommend using rune fragments since it is significantly easier in my opinion than selecting each rune individually as a material. Runes and rune fragments can only be used on the same grade of rune or higher. For example, blue runes and rune fragments can enhance all grades of runes. Purple runes and rune fragments can only be used to enhance purple grade runes and above. Purple grade runes and rune fragments cannot be used to enhance blue runes. This applies to yellow grade runes as well. Yellow grade runes can only enhance yellow grade runes. Yellow grade runes cannot enhance blue or purple. When enhancing a rune, it will increase the elemental attack stat bonus that rune gives. When a rune obtains level 5, it gains an additional set effect bonus, and when the rune obtains level 8, it gains an additional substat along with its elemental attack stat. The best additional substats are going to be regular attack boost, ninjutsu attack boost, or weapon attack boost. I wish you luck getting those, as it will take a very long time. It is all random, it is all a mess, and to seeing if you get this substat that you want takes a long time, as you have to get it to level 8. To briefly explain Four Symbols Exploration, it is currently found on the left side of the screen. It has 2 elements at a time per week. It looks like this, split into multiple difficulties. You get the lower grade runes from the lower difficulties and the higher grade runes from the higher difficulties. The highest grade runes are found from the highest difficulty, which is currently unavailable in game. When this difficulty unlocks, there will be a new set of set effects, which deal more damage and will become some of the best runes with Divine Blessing. After you complete a level of Four Symbols Exploration, you will obtain a few runes. Finishing a whole difficulty will allow you to skip the lower difficulty the next week it appears. For example, finishing all of Nightmare will allow you to skip all of Hard, while obtaining the rune awards from Hard. Completing all of Predicament will allow you to skip all of Nightmare while obtaining the rune awards from Nightmare. As some may have figured out, this means Predicament, the current place where the best and highest grade runes are found, is unskippable. Until Destiny comes out and you can somehow finish Destiny, you'll have to manually complete Predicament stages to obtain Predicament runes. So that's pretty much it. Arcana runes are one of the best, but one of the most confusing additions in Ninja Must Die. It does not help that this game's translations can sometimes not make any sense. I hope you enjoyed this guide, and I appreciate any likes or subscribing or even sharing. Thanks for watching. Bye.